So I think it's pretty clear that Rockstar has pretty much fully abandoned Red Dead Online. But let's just say they come back and drop an update for the first time in years. What kind of stuff would you like to see added? And that's why today I will be talking about my top 5 things I would like to see added to Red Dead Online. But before we get into it, I just want to take a moment to thank you all for the great support I've received. It really helps this channel grow and it means so much to me. But let's get into it. The honor system is a key part of what makes Red Dead Red Dead. In story mode, many things change depending on your honor, like cutscenes, different dialogue, but more importantly it affects the ending that you get for the game. But when it comes to online, the honor system doesn't really do anything. I mean, it affects a few story missions, but no one really does any of the story missions more than once, and also the story is tiny. So these changes are barely even noticeable. So I think it only makes sense to make this key part of the game actually matter in the online version. But I know what you're thinking, how would they do this? Maybe if you have max honor, some items in stores could be cheaper to you. Or if you have low honor, I think that when you become wanted, if you have low honor, a lot more lawmen will come after you. Compared to maybe the 5 that comes after you normally. Maybe they send 20 after you because you're known for doing these bad things, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it wouldn't be a massive addition to the game, but it would be cool to see and actually make the honor system matter for something, rather than it just playing pretty much no role in the game. But anyway, on to the next one. So I think it would be pretty cool to see some more roles added to the game. And in this case, I would be talking about a rancher role. I think quite a lot of the community would like to see something like this added to Red Dead Online. But how would it actually work? Well, let's think. To actually start the role, you'd probably need to buy a ranch for, quite a lot of gold bars. If the Moonshiner Shack was 25, we're probably looking at 35 to 40 for a ranch. And then you could upgrade your ranch by buying better barns and stuff that you'd get from progressing through the role. I think something like that would be pretty cool to see. But let's talk about how we would make some money from this role. While the product is being made, instead of doing things like resupply missions, you could maybe just take care of all your livestock and make sure all your facilities are up to scratch in order to keep making product. You could do things like milking cows and bringing all the cows out to pasture. And then when your product's full, it would probably just be a standard sale mission. It would also be pretty cool if you could defend your ranch from, outlaws trying to raid it. And maybe if there's bad weather, your ranch could get damaged and you have to fix it. It's stuff like this that would make this role unique and fun to play. And that's why I and many others would love to see this added to Red Dead Online. Now this is something that a lot of people have always wanted to be in the game, including myself. But on a real, is there actually any reason why we can't have houses and stuff? Come on. GTA had that in 2013, but we can't have that in 2024. Seriously, how hard would it be to add just a couple more properties into the game? We already have the Moonshiner Shack, so we already know they're capable of it. Not everyone wants to live in their camp. Some people want 4 walls and a roof. This is just a really obvious addition to the game, so I feel I don't really need to explain it in detail. But if Rockstar were to come back and update the game, this would be something that would get a lot of the community back on their side, supporting them again after years of neglect, by adding something that we've all always wanted to have. And it doesn't even necessarily need to just be houses. We could have things like saloons that players can own, that you can go to, things like that. I just think that would be really cool to have. And I mean, the community's been calling out for this for just so long, so surely this is something that would be added if Rockstar updated the game. The lawman role is something that I've seen so many different people all want to be added to the game. But interestingly, I've seen many different takes on what it would actually be like. I remember somebody saying that it would be cool if you could hunt down a gang, and like you slowly go through all of their hideouts until you finally get to like the last one where you find the gang and all of it. Or some other people would say they would just like to stay in the town and stop like petty crimes from happening. You get XP from everyone that you stop, and maybe stop like raids from outlaws on the town. And you could join up with other people in the session who has the lawman role to go and hunt down players who are wanted or have high bounties in certain areas. Like imagine being wanted and you just turn around and you see a squad of 10 lawmen just riding at you. I mean, that is just something that would really make the whole experience a lot more immersive and fun, which you don't really get in the normal game that we have now. And thinking about money, maybe you would get a big payout if you finally clear the big gang hideout that I was talking about earlier. Or you get small bits of money every time you stop a crime happening in the town. Or if you catch a wanted player and successfully manage to bring them to a cell alive, you could get a big payout. Or if you bring them to the cell dead, you could get a lesser payout, similar to how the bounty system works. So yeah, there are many different ideas on how this would actually work. Make sure to leave what you would like to see from this role down in the comments below. But I just think it'd be a really cool addition to Red Dead Online. And I know that a lot of different people all agree with me on that. So come on, Rockstar, add the lawman role. I mean, this one is just obvious. I mean, why this isn't already in the game, I don't know, and a lot of people also have no idea. I mean, come on, it's an outlaw game and you can't even rob a store, or anyone for that matter. Like, all I want to do is just go and rob a train or a bank or something. Like, it shouldn't be something that I need to beg for. I mean, these things should already be in the game since launch. But furthermore, I would like to see heists where you can do setups and stuff, similarly to GTA. I think it would just be really cool to do heists in like the Saint Denis Bank and stuff like that. I mean, that would just be amazing. Or like a heist where you go and rob a train full of money. Like, come on, that would just be incredible. And it really should be in the game. I don't know why it's not. I mean, it's already been in GTA for years. I mean, like, setup missions and all that wouldn't be hard to add. These heists wouldn't be hard to add. So I really have no idea why they can't do this. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a full-scale heist. Just let me go and rob a general store, for Christ's sake. I'm a cowboy. That's what I'm supposed to do. But you just can't. They want me to keep picking vegetables and shit, but I can't even rob a fucking shop. It's so stupid. So yeah, I think a lot of people would like to see that added. And down in the comments below, I want you to let me know what kind of heist you would like to see in Red Dead Online. Like, what kind of things would you like to rob, or you don't even have to rob something, just something like that. Let me know. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoyed. What do you think? What would you add to Red Dead Online if you had the choice? Let me know. Once more, I would just like to thank you all for your great support, and until next time, I'll see you later.